was one of the inspirations for this car, which looks really big and bold and powerful. So at this car we changed a lot of things, to be honest. Something what I really like is the emotion what the people have when they see the car, you know, and you see the reaction. It should be like a piece of the art. We want to be really closer to the people and to make something really super individual. We combine a traditional way of doing things with the latest technologies. People can expect a really exciting future projects. We put a lot of emphasis on the emotions, you know, and of the uniqueness of the design of the product. Also, what is very important aspect is the quality. We really want to show to our clients that these products are handcrafted and made by humans, but with the using of the latest technologies. Basically, our process starts always from the research, you know. We start to think about what are we going to do, why we are doing it. We really need to understand what we are going to do, and then we start with the sketches, you know. So we combine a traditional way of doing things with the latest technologies. Or if you do sketches on the paper or on a syntax, doesn't really matter. Important are the ideas, the message. Once we pick up and select some interesting themes, then we go on with the computer, you know, and create 3D sketch models, and then we are improving them into certain phase where we decide, okay, now we are going to milling and start with the clay. Of course, meanwhile, you need a scan, you know, so we are really scanning the cars into details, because we need to understand also the engineering part of it. One part is the design, which is, let's say, the visual, beautiful part of it, but of course, the other aspect is that you really need to fix everything, that it works, that you get certification, that it's safe and it's working, that it's not only something on the car additional, but it has a logic and a reason why it's there. So we spend a lot of time with research, and it's important to also touch it, to make it in physical, you know, to really see and verify how it looks in a real scale and how it feels, you know, because it's very important to touch the surface, to feel if everything is fine. Finally, it represents also that kind of a human touch, you know, so basically it's a value on the top, I think, which is very, very important, you know, and you basically do a sculpture, which is the art basically, and you know, it's, I think, also a really nice value. That's why we spend a certain amount of time in the clay, and yes, this is how we proceed step by step. Then we scan it again, verify in the computer, and step by step we are bringing it to production. So it's something which is very useful to use the latest technologies, because we are trying to also improve the process, you know, also with the 3D printing, for example. Yeah, you know, for this project it was really interesting to look really on the performance of the car. You know, there are so many interesting features and surface treatments, but always when I start to work for on the new project, you know, I always look a little bit in the heritage, in the history, and of course in the actual products, and also a little bit beyond that. I see also what they do in the motorsport, for example, because we are talking here again about performance and about adjusting something to make the car look more powerful. So logically, what you do is basically you look at their work and their motorsport, for example, and where you can see these really exciting objects driving fast. You can see all the aerodynamic features what are used for the performance. And so this was also the inspiration to look at these cars, how they are treated, how is the surfacing on these cars. And yes, this was one of the inspirations for this car, which looks really big and bold and powerful, you know. So that's why you want to put even more emphasis on such aspects of this car. So at this car we change a lot of things, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of changes on the front lip. Another 3D surfacing, which is linked to the actual surfacing. You know, there is a lot of changes in the rear bumper. We put more emphasis on the exhaust pipes area, and finally also we changed the rocker panel and put some interesting vertical aerodynamic wings features. And finally there will be some changes on the bonnet. And most probably you will see also interesting changes in the interior. Something what I really like is the emotion what the people have when they see the car, you know, and you see the reaction, if it's positive or negative, but you see really the emotion and the reaction, and if they like the car, then you know that you did a good job. I think that's the biggest satisfaction, you know, you can get for your work as a car designer. I think our company and with our products, what we are doing is more about design, about it's in the name, it's Larte, yeah? So it should be like a piece of the art, and I think we are going a little bit, and we want to go a little bit behind. We want to go a little bit different direction, and not to be like our competitors, but we want to be really closer to the people and to make something really super individual. And I think people can expect really exciting future projects.